I made it out to California. California. Hey, it starts with a C. I made it out to Colorado. Let's go, baby. Look. Welcome to colorful Colorado. I actually shot past the sign. I have to go back to get the sign. Man, great ride. This is the beginning of this video. And right over there, I'll probably zoom it in. There's a sign over there that says, welcome to Utah. So we are out here, guys. We are pounding. We are doing this thing. I'm trying to tell y'all this. Big ups to all of y'all. Let's go. Y'all know how we do already. God is great. I give God the glory, man. I'm telling y'all, this journey here, I get a chance to relax my mind, to really open up, stay consistent, keep my mind in that positive place. I got a chance to think about things and unload, and I'm still riding. Look, come on, man. Let's go, baby. This is up. This is where it's at, Bob. This is where it's at. Yana, look where your husband is at. Look at where your husband is at, babe. Colorado. Let's go. So let me tell y'all the states I got so far. I got Texas, Arizona, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, California, Nevada, Utah, now Colorado. That is 7 states that I got in less than 2 weeks. And I'm talking about powerful, all right? Let's keep it going. All right, guys, I've been riding for about 2 hours since I hit that Colorado welcome sign. Let me get my jump off. Whee! That momentum is crazy. Over there is the Colorado River. I don't know if y'all could see it or not, but I figured I'll just start riding now and get some views as I'm riding and share this with you guys because it's a lot of beauty, man. It's a whole lot of beauty. I mean, there's things all around us, everywhere. Wow. So the ride so far is going really well. Big shout outs to Solo for staying on the phone with me for about an hour. We basically just kept on going through dead zones. Same thing when I was talking to my wife, same thing, dead zones. But the ride is breathtaking. I got to see some views that I promise you, the bike, you're not going to be able to see what I saw through a camera, through the lens. I mean, everything is drone worthy, right? But the drone won't even be able to capture the amount of different rocks and the shapes of the rocks. And don't get me wrong, like I said, I've driven in many different places already, but there's just something completely different about when you're on a motorcycle, that the experience is just amazing. I don't care if you're on a motorcycle, a trike, a Can-Am, any type of touring vehicle where you're opened up into the elements. You know what I'm saying? And being able to come out and ride, oh my gosh. Like what I'm looking at over there, I have no idea if you can see that, but I know that my eyes, the perception, the depth, the contrast, everything, my eyes is capturing all of that. Every part of that is capturing it. The Jamaican side of me want to start talking and say, yo, me can't believe, say, America look like this. I never know, say, America have big mountain and forest and them things. I take, say, America have just tall skyscraper, big building like Manhattan and Chicago. I never know, say, America have desert and wood thing and lake this and river that and ocean and them thing there. I never did know that. No, me I ride up on the bike and everything is just coming together like a puzzle. Oh man, baby, this thing is gorgeous. All right, guys. Let's talk about this Goldwing real quick. I was gonna wait to do a full review on the Goldwing, and I'll still do a video on it. I'll still do a full review on this Goldwing, and I'm gonna tell you, okay? This motorcycle is the ish. Okay, this motorcycle, top dog, don dada. This bike is everything that it's supposed to be. I'm in love with this Goldwing. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna play games with it. I'm absolutely in love with this Goldwing. One of the best investments that I've made so far in my life has been getting a Honda Goldwing. And I love my Harley. But I'm gonna tell you, I don't love my Harley that much compared to this bike. This bike seems to blend and mesh with my riding style, my personality, the way this bike's, the way I sit on this bike, the level of comfortability, all of that. This bike is the best freaking bike that I've ever had. And now keep in mind, I'm not getting paid from Honda to say any of this. You know what I'm saying? Honda's not paying me money to say any of this. None of that. I'm telling you. So let's talk about the seat first. I can honestly say that the seating is now broken in. The seat that I have on here is the ultimate seat. Big shout out to David. I have the ultimate seat, fully custom seat, made for this bike. At first, the seat felt kind of hard, kind of tough, but now that I've ridden this motorcycle, I got 5,758 miles in this bike so far. I can tell you that my ass muscles is not getting as fatigued as I thought it would. I don't have any extra pads on this bike, nothing else on this bike, on the seat. Number two, the highway pegs and the floorboards made from Zero Gold Strike. Definitely a must for me. I have my pegs down on an angle because, you know, if you have it up straight, you're not going to be able to really get your gears as much. At least I know I can't. So when I have it down there and I'm able to go like this with my gears, I'm able to change my gears easier. Okay? So that's a plus. The highway peg, to be able to get my legs out, I can put my legs out here and I could do all of this, everything, and literally extend my leg out. I could do that, which is what makes the ride so great, because I have something that I could stretch my legs out. You know what I mean? The handlebars, I was talking about the handlebars in one of my videos, but I'm actually comfortable with these bars, even though I'm still gonna get the Healy bar. Because my thing is, if I'm this comfortable on this bike, I could only imagine what the Healy bar is gonna feel like with a little bit more raise up, right? Because it's a matter of being down here to being right here. Even on camera, that looks a little better than all the way down here. You know what I mean? The way the bike rolls, the bike is just super duper smooth. If you watch any video of where a YouTuber is test riding a Goldwing, you're gonna hear two things that's gonna pop up. Number one is how smooth the bike operates. Number two is how fast the bike is. This bike can handle pretty much anything on the road. Anything you give it, it can handle it, okay? The gas, inexpensive. I mean, it's 87 unleaded, regular. Now they got some people who's using the more premium gas, but you don't need to. This is regular, all right? Body aches. I have no body aches. I could ride, like right now I have 4 hours and change left to get to my destination, okay? And I still feel like I could ride straight home. The only thing that gets me to rest is when it gets dark. The only thing that gets me to rest is when it gets dark. That's it. Riding this motorcycle, I mean, one of the things you're gonna have to do is carry a little spray bottle, which I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get me a little spray bottle with some glass cleaner, because you know the windshield is usable. You use the windshield to cut out a lot of wind, right? If I drop the windshield now, you can hear the wind. You can hear more wind coming in as I'm talking to you, right? And if I bring it up, it cuts the wind a lot, and that's the stock windshield. The one that I have, the other one that I have is a bit too tall, so I like the stock because of the height. I get to make it as low, but not as high. But it works well. For me, I don't have a reason to get another windshield unless there's one about the same height, and that's even better. But you gotta get something to clean your windshield. That's a must, because you use that windshield to look through. This is not a style windshield, it's made to see through it, okay? The way the bike handles turns, the bike handled the heat. I was in temperatures of over 100 degrees in Nevada. All right, long distance, long haul. The bike handles no vibration, no rattling, no nothing. The temperature stayed nice and steady. All right. I'm a big fan of this Honda Goldwing. I never used to like Honda Goldwings. I never thought I'd see the day of me making videos of me giving praises to the Honda Goldwing. Heck, I never thought I'd see the day of me making videos talking about no Harley Davidson either. So, you know, as time goes, it changes. Now, a lot of you guys that went to the dealership and bought yourself your Honda Goldwing, leave it in the comments and let me know your thoughts and what are your experiences and how you feel with your new Honda Goldwing. That crosswind is crazy. Now, if you're thinking about getting a Honda Goldwing, these videos that I'm sharing with you, all these videos I'm sharing with you should answer a lot of your questions, okay? Woo! That crosswind is ridiculous. Oh man, look at how beautiful all that is right there. Man, I know my camera is probably blocking y'all from seeing, but that is gorgeous. Your eyes can't see it. So, suspension on this bike. The suspension is phenomenal. I've done hit some bumps, okay? I've done hit some graveyard bumps. And them damn bumps, the bike just kind of hovers over it. Of course, you're gonna feel the bump. You're gonna feel the bump, but not painful at all. I don't hear no clanking. I don't hear nothing sound like the whole bottom of the bike is gonna drop off. I don't get any of that. What else? If I could find anything that's a con on the bike, is that I don't like where the cruise control switch is at, but I quickly have overcome that. It is not a deal breaker for me. This bike literally is the ultimate touring machine. Now, I'm not saying this to offend anybody, and if you're offended, that's your problem, you know? Oh my gosh, look at this. I'm telling you from my perspective, my opinion, me having a road glide and me riding my road glide for long distances. This bike, compared to my road glide, hands down, better bike. And I'm not talking about you and your road glide. I'm talking about me and my road glide. I'm talking about the experiences that I've had. All I can do is share my own personal opinions, and it's up to you to take it and do what you got to do with that, right? But my road glide Beast was awesome. I love that bike. But Beast does not compare to the level of comfort, the speed, the maneuverability, the freaking what's the word? I don't even can't find the word right now. But man, I can't even find the word. But anyway, this bike is a superior motorcycle over my road glide. And I'm using the word my road glide. You will feel completely different about your road glide. But what I will tell you, and I will challenge you, if you are confident in your bike that you have right now, if you are supremely confident, I am going to challenge you to go and test ride a Goldwing. A lot of dealerships are not doing test rides, but because a lot of the dealerships are now seeing my videos, I'm pretty sure they're going to start doing test rides, because you guys are not playing around. You guys are actually going to these dealerships and you're buying these bikes. This video is me talking about this Goldwing. Go to Southern Honda Power Sports, tell them that Sensei from Ride Fit Nation sent you and you want to test ride your bike. And I say your bike because by the time you finish riding, you're going to be sitting there talking to the sales guy, ready to do something. You're going to either trade in one of your motorcycles if you have more than one. You're going to trade in your motorcycle if you have one. And you're going to be completely amazed at how comfortable this bike is. You're going to be shocked at how much fun you had riding the damn bike. And the list goes on and on and on and on. I'm not speaking about me right now. I'm telling you what happens to a lot of people who test ride their bikes. I test rode the bike. I fell in love with the bike. I was riding my bike, Beast. And now remember this. Remember, this feedback is not coming from a Harley guy. I'm not a Harley guy. Never been a Harley guy. I just happen to have a Harley Davidson. The same kind of work when I had a Suzuki C90T and I had a Honda CBR. The only thing was during that time I didn't have a YouTube channel. So I just happened to have a YouTube channel when I bought my Harley Davidson. But I'm not a Harley Davidson guy. Never will be, never am, never was. Now, if you were a Harley Davidson guy, that's props to you. It's just like I'm not a Honda guy. I'm not a Honda Goldwing guy. I just happen to have a Goldwing that I love. Okay? But some of you guys are hard, like very hard followers of your brand. And that's it, I respect it. But my thing is, whether you're riding a Goldwing or you're riding a Honda, a Harley, respect the boundaries, respect each other. That's my thing. And you know, the crazy part is I did see a lot of Harley guys riding their bikes and I'm waving to them and they just keep going. Now, some of them might not see me, Some of them might not know, right? But some of them see me and they just keep going. It is what it is, right? Why? Every last one of us is on twos, you know what I'm saying? But the Goldwing, listen, man, every single ground pounder, every ground pounder should have a Goldwing in their garage. Every ground pounder should have a Goldwing in their garage. If you, and I know you're doing miles if you're a ground pounder on your Harley. I know you are, or you're Indian, but I'm not going to talk about an Indian. I never rode an Indian. I could only tell you my personal experience as somebody who rode one of the baddest touring bikes on the planet, which is the Harley Davidson Road Glide. That the Road Glide is a beautiful bike for travel. It is made for traveling. It is the ultimate bike. And no offense to the Street Glide guys, the Street Glide is the Street Glide. Hey, that's just the streets. But I tell you, on the road, I saw more Road Glides than I saw Street Glides. The guys traveling long distance. The bike Road Glide, it is made for that. The fairing is designed to cut wind. It's made to cut a lot. Minimum turbulence, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Beast handled well. And if you guys have been following me for a while, you know I love Beast, right? Love Beast. Beast did great. And if you hear me telling you that this Goldwing is way more superior than Beast, take my word for it. Okay? No, don't take my word for it. Go and test ride the bike. I really thought that I was gonna have issues with the seating position on this. The more I ride the bike, the more my body begins to understand that this seating position, once again for me, is actually better than the other way. I have no back pains. I thought my knees was gonna be hurting. Once again, I could stretch my legs out. When I need to stretch my legs, I just stretch my legs out for a couple of seconds. That's it. I don't have to do a bunch of anything. You see what I'm saying? So, what else on this bike? I mean, there's so many things that this bike has, man. It's like, you just have to ride the bike, you have to experience the bike, and then message me and let me know your thoughts on the bike. I don't have stock in this company. I'm not making money from this company, right? I'm not. So, I mean, I would love to get to the point to where I am making money from this company, but I'm putting in the work for them, right? I'm giving you guys my raw impressions of the Honda Goldwing. My bike is a 2024 Goldwing. Do you know, listen, I got so many compliments on the road. At every gas stop, somebody's coming up to me, asking me questions about this bike. I'm talking about different age ranges, people of different categories of riders and people who are non-riders is asking questions about this bike. My client in California is not a motorcycle fan. He hates motorcycles, but even he complimented the bike. And he doesn't compliment motorcycles. He's like, damn, what kind of bike is this? This thing looks amazing. The Goldwing is a luxury bike. So back then when I first started buying a Goldwing, I made a video where I was saying, like, you know, if there's a problem with like, let's say my daughter have an issue and I got to pull up on something, I'm not going to pull up on a Goldwing. I'm going to pull up on the Harley, right? Because the Harley got that bad boy stature, right? Well, I take it back. I will pull up on this Goldwing any day. This is a luxury bike. When I look at this Goldwing here, it reminds me of a Porsche. If you've ever ridden in a Porsche, this here is the same type of setup as a Porsche. I mean, even the glare on the Goldwing right there. I mean, it's just amazing. Honda did a phenomenal job with this engine, the flat six motor. The bike does not need a million oil changes. I can literally ride this bike from Georgia to California, back to Georgia, back to California, and not worry about an oil change. It's not burning oil like that. I don't have to worry about changing the filter out every time. I ain't got to worry about none of that. The maintenance on this bike is low. The cost is low. I'm not spending $60,000 for a CVO. I'm spending 20 plus grand on a fully loaded bike. And as you know, every company, you're not going to get everything perfect. You're going to have to change out certain things, right? Like I changed those little mirrors that come on them. So I put the bigger mirror with the lights. You know what I mean? So when I hit the indicator, that lights up as well. You know, you could also, as great as the suspension is on this bike, you could also upgrade the suspension if you choose to. So people say the Goldwing is not customizable. Nonsense. People are only repeating what they hear or what they heard without really doing their research. You can do a whole lot of things to your Goldwing. My Goldwing is customized. Listen, my Goldwing is fully customized. Now, can you do as much stuff as you want to, like what you would do on a Harley? No. But do you need to? No. You don't need to put cams in here. You don't have to get a 131 or 124. You don't got to do all that. The bike already comes ready. And you could also get if you don't know, you can get this motorcycle flashed where you can get way more power out of it, way more responsive, and it also helps even more with your fuel efficiency. So yes, the Goldwing is customizable. You can do a lot of things to your Goldwing. I saw one guy powder coated the damn near the whole frame, took everything apart and had it colored like a crazy color scheme. It looks beautiful, right? It's customization only goes as far as how much money you're willing to spend. And there's not a lot of aftermarket companies that has a whole bunch of stuff for the Goldwing, at least not yet, but it's coming. Remember when I tell you that it's coming. But with this bike, I don't want to change anything really. I don't need my handlebars all the way up here. No, the Goldwing is not made for that. The Goldwing is made to be down here. It's the way the bike is centered. Everything is engineered to perfection on this bike. I'm gonna go back again to the seating position. Not only am I not feeling any pain, it's so much more easier for me to shift my body. Like I can shift my butt off the seat a little bit. The seat that I have is like this wide there. It's mad wide. I can shift my ass off the seat a little bit and allow my left butt cheek to ease off the pressure, and I could go back into the middle, and then I could shift again towards this side and ride and keep going. And I have all of these things that I could do on this bike as I'm going, right? The ability to stretch, to put my hands back here and stretch. And I do that stuff while there's no cars around me, right? I have myself situated in different ways. So this bike could handle a lot. I could ride this bike like I did. I could do 1,000 miles in this bike and be ready for like another 500 miles. Seriously. And that's just me telling y'all the straight truth. So go and test ride the bike. Call Southern Honda Power Sports in Chattanooga. I don't care if you have to drive 3-4 hours to get there or fly. Go and test ride a Goldwing. We got a big event coming up in August, and I'm going to give you guys the date. It's going to be my thing, Gold Rush Nation. If you're riding a Goldwing, join the Gold Rush Nation movement. But I'm going to be partnering with the dealership, and we're going to do an annual gathering. We're going to have food, the DJs, the music, all that stuff. We're going to make it a big thing every year. You know what I mean? And have fun. But I want you to, and that day is going to be demo rides. So you can come and demo ride the bike. I'm confident that when you ride the bike, you're going to love it. I'm confident. I haven't heard anybody who rode a Goldwing that said they hate the Goldwing. No. And you don't have to get rid of your bike. I'm just telling you to have something else. I still have my Harley Davidson Softail in my garage. Am I riding that bike a lot? No, but I still have my Softail. I mean, will I ever get rid of it? I don't know. Sell it or trade it. I might trade the Softail and get something different. Who knows? But all I do know is my Softail is only for bar hopping, and I don't go to bars. My Softail, I'll do local rides, ride around, go to a couple of shows, and have some fun showing off the customization of that bike. But this Goldwing, I couldn't justify having 2 touring bikes knowing that I'm only going to use one. You know what I mean? And the winner of those 2 is Jackal. Jackal beats Beast. And once again, my opinion, you might have a completely different experience. However, the same thing goes for guys who ride Goldwings. I know you got the ultimate touring machine, but go ahead and go and test ride a road glide. And then, kind of see the differences. See, I can give you guys this video because this video, I've ridden both bikes long distances, and I've had the chance to really fine tune and think about what I got going on each bike and how much I love this bike versus my other bike. I thought I loved my road glide. But no, I actually love Jackal way more. And I know it's pulling at some of y'all heartstrings. Meow. Choke out. But let me tell you, man, I do not regret my investment. I do not regret my decision to get a Honda Goldwing. I am a huge fan of this motorcycle, just like how you're a huge fan of your motorcycle. I just don't get caught up in too much of the hate talk and stuff like that. I'm making sure that I'm very clear that I'm not bashing anybody's bikes. I'm just comparing once again, and I'm saying that repetitive because you're gonna think what you want to think anyway. I know that, but I'm telling you my experiences, okay? I'm telling you what I felt, what I feel, where I'm at, and what I love. And I love every single thing about this bike, everything. All right, guys. So look. So now we are coming through some towns, and the level of beauty is just ridiculous. It is. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's gorgeous to be able to witness all of this stuff, man. While I'm here on this earth, it just makes me wonder why so many people don't take the opportunity to travel and really get to see the world, see their neighborhoods, see their cities, see their state. You know what I mean? Go to the next state. Like, I'm not able to go and stay in a hotel for no 2 days or 3 days, or I can't do it. I got to, 1 day is enough for me. I'm ready to go to the next location. I have to ride. Let me know in the comments if that's you too. Like, when I do rides, I'm not able to stay in a one spot for no 4 days with a group of guys. That's not. Let's ride our bikes, man. We'll spend one night in a hotel. We'll keep going, because to me, every second counts. And I don't need to stay late up in the neighborhood. Like I was talking to one of my guys, one of my buddies, and he said the same damn thing. Well, why would I want to go and stay in a hotel for 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, and just circle the neighborhood? Nah, let's get those miles, baby. Let's get those miles. All right, so listen, thanks a lot for joining on this video. We're still moving. I'm heading to Colorado Springs. Yeah, I heard my feedback in this Goldwing. Like I said, go and test ride the bike. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your feelings, how you feel about it. And I'll say I love y'all. Let's keep on getting these miles. Let's get the money. Let's get the muscle. Woo! I'm out.